As he's asking this question, Elaine says that, and I'm gonna be like, I don't believe you, Mom.
Yeah. All right. So you guys taken
Puppy.
are
It's like a
brought
puppy,
in,
and then he has his own puppy.
brought to the main statement room. This is where people who go to the headquarters in Topeka go to make statements and stuff like that. You guys sit down at the chairs. There's one like regular chair, and then there's like 3 like foldy chairs because normally this place is set up for 1 person. This is not as nice as the battle bus, which is configured for the 4 of y'all to give post statements. Who gets the nice chair?
I'm not fighting for it.
Lukas is standing. He doesn't want to be sitting or laying down right now.
I'm gonna purposely choose a shitty folding chair.
I think Olivia is going to gesture for Lightning to sit in the good chair. And I think Olivia's going to stand.
Okay, we got 2 people standing, 1 person in the shitty chair. Lightning, what are you doing?
Lightning,
I
would
guess
you
I'll sit
like
in
this
the
chair?
nice chair.
You could sit in the shitty chair, and then we'll just ignore the nice chair. Just to
I
be
think
petty.
everything so far has been protocol for
Yeah.
Lightning, just like following Elaine into the room. But I guess once Olivia gestures to the seating chair, it's like, shit, am I giving this fucking statement? What the fuck?
We could share the
No.
chair.
So, this is yours. This is the first failure that the Mobile Magnets Institute has had.
I thought our job was to investigate, therefore stopping it was neither a failure nor a success.
We got a lot of information.
Well,
more than
This was
anyone else
what
has.
we were hired on, and those were our pretenses. Were we mistaken?
oh, I suppose I wasn't on speaker then when Lukas told me that you guys could handle this. That raised my expectations beyond your normal. But I suppose that I maybe shouldn't have.
Right.
I think we were telling Lukas to not say that.
I tried to call back.
Oh, I must have missed it. You know how busy I am.
But not for not for Jonathan.
Mr. Wright,
Right.
A question. Who decides our statements? Because it generally seems that it seems to, no offense, be connected to you, Miss Wright.
Well, I suppose it should be. I'm the one that picks them after all.
And assigned for us?
Yeah, I'm the one that picks the statements you guys go and investigate. You're our brand new initiative of, instead of investigating things locally, investigating things across the country. And I would, therefore I wouldn't dare leave that, delegate that task to anyone else.
So, before we give this statement, do you know what the fuck that was?
No.
Is she lying?
Is she lying?
Yeah, how much of an how do I insight this bitch?
You have the detect motive
People can lie.
skill, which you have rolled once in this entire campaign.
And
now it's like a second.
I have
Can I
that?
use that?
It's
I think I
you're
have
trained
it.
in every non-combat skill,
We just never do.
right?
Oh,
I have
fuck
it.
yeah, baby!
I have discerning motive.
Yeah.
Can we all collectively just like a silent
Yeah. So
Silent
if
Cool,
one of
I
you
want-
are trained in discerning motive, you can assist Lightning, giving him 2 assets. That's the maximum you can get. So it doesn't matter if more than one of you is trained. As long as at least one of you is trained, you can give him an assist. This is a difficulty
this.
6 roll from your intellect pool.
You got
Okay.
You got
As he's asking this question, Elaine says that, and I'm gonna be like, I don't believe you, Mom.
Ooh, standing up to her.
Ooh.
Golf clap.
Ooh.
Beats difficulty 10. Hot damn. Okay.
Ooh.
give me motherfucking info!
So, discern motive is not a lie detector, right? However, the fact that Lukas, of all people in this room right now, would dare be so brazen as to say to his mother, I don't believe you, is enough to throw Elaine off. That it's like very
Okay.
clearly this woman just straight up lied to you guys, right? And there's very rare. I think there's not any other circumstance where you would get this clear of information about somebody from discerning motive, but it is entirely because of the fact that Lukas of all people just decided to say that to her, that it throws her off enough that it's like, oh my god, she just straight up lied to my face.
Oh,
And
so
she looks at
do
you,
know
she's
what
like-
that
she's
was.
like-
damn.
She's like, Lukas, I'm your mother. What reason have I ever given you to not believe me?
Oh, excuse you.
It's with everything that we've been finding. How you're connected to basically every single thing that we've been, researching, studying, or going out for those statements. You happen to be connected to a majority of these. And I think it would be all of them if we maybe found whatever clues that we needed to find, but you're connected to all of this. And by proxy, I am connected to all of this too. So I don't believe you when you say that you don't know something about this creature who said your name, and, implied all of us to it.
Seem very familiar with all of us.
Oh, so she does remember.
What happened to her?
What happened to Casey?
Blaine, I think we can all agree at looking at the rest of us. We say it'd be a lot easier to investigate if we knew about our weaknesses caused by the workplace.
Ooh, helpful.
Okay. Sounds like another role of some sort. I think persuasion. Lukas, are you trained in persuasion?
Mm,
Okay, so no assist for this one. It is eased by 1 because of your previous success, though. So difficulty 6 from your intellect pool. Eased by 1 situational modifier. And you can play effort like always.
Hold on a second, am I rolling this or?
Lightning. 7. Intrusion range is reset as well. My bad, ignore that. So it's not a gym intrusion. It is a failure, though.
Wait,
Oh, wait,
it's
do you wanna
a
reroll
success?
that?
Oh, it says success. Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
My bad. Yeah, success, gym intrusion. Okay, yeah. My bad. I saw the red and my eyes totally glazed over. But yeah.
Fail.
So you guys have known Elaine for a long time, right? She's the mother of one of you. You grew up in the
Entire
institute
life.
alongside her, and then Car, you've been working at the institute for a while before getting put on the Mold Magnus initiative. Olivia, you're the one that has the least experience with Elaine, so maybe this doesn't
Yeah,
hit
no.
you as much. There is Elaine takes and drops her shoulders, and she's normally her hands are kind of in her lap when she's talking to you guys. She puts one on the table and kind of balls it up. Casey was a very unfortunate accident that I had hoped was behind us. And it, as of today, sounds like she's not.
Why haven't you told Becky?
Speaking of which, what is the situation with Becky?
Miss Thompson, despite appearances, is sometimes a fragile woman. And knowing the full extent of Casey's accident, I don't think she could handle that. And so I would
And you
advise
get
you
to decide
to
that?
not bring it up to her for her own good. There may be a time and place where she is ready to take that information, and it is certainly not while she is on the road with you investigating all kinds of things.
So did you take that
Mm.
from her? Because we did talk about it. Did you take what we just said about it to her? From her?
I have no idea what you mean.
Is she lying?
Alright, you want to roll discern motive, Sarah?
Oh, I can't discern any mode.
Well, you're the one that asked the question, so you're the one that has to make the roll if anybody wants
Give
to
it
make
a roll. Give it
Yeah.
a try.
Well, I mean, I can. I think she's fucking lying.
With your inability in discerning motive, it is impossible. So
Yeah,
you need to do
I don't think
something to apply effort. It is a difficulty 6 from your
Even if
intellect
I
pool.
help her?
Let's see. What's your conversation at this point? be good enough for helping. So are you? Yeah, you're trained in on-call. I think. Yeah, I guess it would.
Because
so that goes
I
from
did wanna
6 to
ask,
4.
Is that the same reason Kara doesn't remember?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Saying that, then I think that puts us in the realm of assist territory. So yeah, difficulty 6. You have an inability in discerning motive, but you have 2 assets from lightning.
Okay, asset.
So that brings it down to the realm of
2.
possibility without applying any effort, and you can apply effort like always.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, this is not as like a clear cut, like, oh yeah, she just straight up lied to you. But with her and her kind of like, normally Elaine's pretty guarded. Right now she's a little less. She her voice wavers a little bit when she says that to you. So it's not like a clear indication that she's lying, but there's like something under the surface here that she is not revealing.
Can I
there
use
any-
cold reading and ask a question?
Yeah, what's cold reading do?
When you spend at least 5 minutes talking to a person, you can ask the GM one question about that person, get an answer. Alternatively, you can forego the question, simply ease all tasks involving interaction with the person for 24 hours, which is what I want to do. That task. You cannot use this more than one time per person for 24 hours.
So
Action to
when you say, so you want to just basically ease the rest, your interactions with her for the next 24 hours, you want to ease all those tasks.
So like this would be like, persuasion rolls or asking.
Yeah, so this would be when you are leading the roles. Keep that in mind. So that's like not when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
assisting. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
you can do that. You guys are going to be here for at least 5 minutes, if not longer. But yeah, so that's that. She's like her voice kind of goes funky. Not funky. What's the word? Unsteady, I suppose, is the when she says I have no idea what you mean.
So I recognize, right, that there's something with our memories that's going on. I knew her, and I don't like that I can't remember someone who was important to me, because that's already happened to me, and I don't want to do that to someone else. Is there any... I appreciate that this is like a sensitive... It seemed like it hit you guys hard, right? Is there any record or anything? How can we go into this? How can we do our best in this situation if we don't know context?
Okay. So that is probably another persuasion roll of what I would imagine is difficulty 6. Double check and make sure that there's
I
nothing
believe in my
special.
team. I believe in you guys.
Yeah, no. So yeah.
Not
So
great in
difficulty
combat,
6.
but this is what we live for.
This subject in specific, I think, would be hindered by 1, but your previous success eases it by 1, so just that cancels it out. So difficulty 6. If you're trained in persuasion, you're trained. Otherwise, you're practiced, and you can apply for it like always. A
Jesus
20.
Christ.
Okay.
Holy shit.
We're killing it.
Now the
Where were
rolls
these
are
rolls
good.
during that
now when
combat?
we're not in mortal danger.
Now when we're not in mortal danger, we're just having a conversation.
This is probably the most danger we've been in thus far.
This is
We're not in
true.
mortal danger.
She's
We're in
scary.
immortal danger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're fucked.
I'm in danger.
So she takes, right, and she has her hand that's like balled up on the table. And when you say that, like, we'd need to know, her hand is still on the table. And she looks you, she's kind of was like looking between you guys. And then she looks you dead in the eyes, Kara. And you can see that there's a little bit of blood on the table where she is grabbing her fist so hard that she is stabbing herself with her own nails. And she says, if you want to know things, I need you to understand there are going to be consequences. And they are going to be entirely on you. And if you're okay with that, then sure, we can talk to Becky about this. But if you're not ready for what knowing things can do to a person, I suggest you drop this topic immediately, Miss Stewart.
What are the consequences?
Everything that you just went through, I would say pales in comparison to the anguish that you would put Becky through. And if you're okay with that, then we can have that conversation. But you better be damn sure that you're ready to deal with the fallout.
Then help us prepare.
Oh, there's no preparing for something like this, Mr. McGraw. It's either someone handles it or they don't. And like I said, I don't believe that Miss Thompson is in a state where she can handle it. But if you want to have that conversation, you certainly can, whenever you please. You can bring it up to her, and she'll know. Just be ready when you do.
What would happen?
Okay. You guys want to know?
Yes, Miss Wright. We would like to know.
Okay. So,
Heard.
I'm going to need all of you to make a
Aw,
difficulty 6 intellect defense roll.
Man, why am I a part of this?
Can I use a little cipher?
What you got?
I got from the web. I can somehow learn intellect defense roll from the internet.
Wow.
What? It's learned from the web. Sometimes all it takes is focus. For the next day, you're effectively trained in a predetermined skill, or 2 skills if this is level 5 or higher. The skill could be anything, including something specific, or roll a D100.
I have to roll it. Okay.
Or you could roll a D100 to learn a common skill. So I don't think you have to. That's like or is it anything including something specific to a particular device? Oh yeah, okay. So for common ones, you have to roll. For more niche things, you can just pick it. Yeah.
Fuck. How about anti-Elaine defense? Is that a niche enough roll? Is that a niche enough defense?
No, I think because unfortunately it's not Elaine that's doing anything to you. It's going to be your own noggin, which is where the intellect defense comes in.
So a lightning defense?
No, I think that's where it comes in. I mean, you can roll it right now and see, and if it doesn't roll an intellect defense, then you are trained in something else whenever you use this cipher. You can just keep that in your back pocket or toss it away if you want to refresh it. 52 forensics. You can be trained in forensics when you decide to use this cipher.
That's
Join
honestly
me in the
not that bad,
forensics,
though.
buddy.
I already am!
That's true. You're trained in
Oh, that's pretty bad.
trained in all non-combat.
Oh, wait, you
yeah.
are trained in everything.
But
Yeah.
intellect defense is sadly a combat skill. So, all right.
So difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6, intellect defense. You can apply effort to ease it like always. 19, nice.
Goddamn.
That would be a minor
5.
effect because you're no longer impaired, but I guess you haven't updated your character sheet. 5, failure. 16, that's a success from Olivia, or what we got from Lynham.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I have an inability.
You do have an inability.
I did it. I did it, you guys.
Let's go.
And a 20.
Oh,
That should also
Holy
be a
shit!
major effect because you're no longer impaired. So, okay. What Elaine does, right, is despite the fact that Elaine only has 2 eyeballs, you feel like she is focusing on all 4 of you at the same time. And what essentially happens is that you are put through a small snippet of Becky's memories. And it is kind of fuzzy, right? This is not your memories, which makes it a whole another level of like, oh, this is fucky. And it is the gist of what you get. There is a scene with a older woman wearing a very similar attire to what Elaine is wearing, but maybe, a little bit out of date, holding a book in her hand. And then it kind of like flashes, and there is Casey, who is on the floor, dead, with what appears to be her head is just like exploded from the inside. There's like bits of skull and brain and flesh on the ground around her. And also, as it takes and cuts again, on Becky's face.
Oh.
And on Elaine's face. And Elaine is bleeding profusely from a head wound that is covering both of her eyes in this image. It's kind of like, it's not showing you in like a video, it's kind of like basically pictures that are being like shown to you in like a slideshow type of presentation. And then there is a picture of Becky holding Casey's body and crying. And then there is another one of that old woman with the book who is dead on the floor. And Elaine is holding a lead pipe covered in blood.
Oh. Fuck, dude.
And that is where it ends, that small little snippet. So those of you who succeeded, you are unsettled. You probably feel really bad, but there's a degree of separation. These are not your memories. These are somebody else's memories that were in your head for a time. Kara, you unfortunately, all of the pain that this small snippet of memory would bring to Becky's psyche, you experience it 1-to-1. And the effect of that is so bad that you're going into our next investigation starting off at 6 stress. As the effect of this is sticking with you through meals, through times with your friends, it is sticking with you probably a good chunk of that investigation, maybe the first whole session, and then you'll be able to be healed like normal.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god. The consequences of our hubris.
And with that, you take in, you guys all come back, and you no longer feel that intense, like, heavy weight of Elaine's full focus on the 4 of you. And she has put her hand off of the table. There's a nice little pool of blood where her hand was. It's back in her lap, and she says, "Now, I think that's said more than I could. A picture's worth 1,000 words, after all. So now you can go forward and have a conversation with Miss Thompson if you like, knowing what the possible consequences may be. Now, let's finish up this post-statement, shall we?
Was that their mother?
Let's
Was
finish
that
up this
a-
statement, shall we, son?"
Okay. And you can redact as much as you would like. After a simple covert operation to try and infiltrate the building from which we were given location of the reporter, we went in and learned that 3 of the 8 floors were infected by the mushrooms. After a quick break-in, we found out that the root of the cause came from a room 631, from which Tiffany had referenced in their original statement. Upon entering, we found an entire building, ceiling to floor, covered in what seemed to be roots, all emanating from one room. This one room contained what Miss Olivia Myers correctly described as resembling a corpse flower, though not the regular variants. From this corpse flower were connected 5 husks, which seemed to be feeding the embryonic sac emanating from this corpse flower. From there, a being known as Casey, referring to Casey Thompson, emerged and overwhelmed our team, forcing us to retreat. End of statement.
And with that, Elaine will do the post-statement, cleanup process. During the several-day quarantine that the Mobile Magnus Institute was under, I dispatched our secondary team to investigate the building of Rebirth and Renewal apartment complex. It had been condemned by city inspectors and was completely abandoned when the CDC arrived to investigate what appeared to be a outbreak of some previously undiscovered virus. Results they found are inconclusive. Something that appeared to have died as quickly as it had arrived and would be of no further worry to anyone, is their official report. I have my doubts.
2 things. One, what was the major effect from the 20?
So, the major effect from the 20 for you, Lightning?
And the minor effect.
Yeah. So the major effect for you, the old woman in that memory, you have seen her face somewhere before. When you were younger, in the Institute, doing maybe some routine archival work or cleanup work, maybe clearing out, a storage room, you found a portrait. The name plaque had been ripped off, but this was a pretty expensive looking picture. And in this vision, you now realize that this is the same, that woman in that vision is the same as that woman in that portrait. Lukas, minor effect, you're gonna avoid any reprimanding from Mom. So that had been
That's
on my
fair.
noggin of how Mom was gonna maybe reprimand you for undermining her authority in front of the others, and that's just not gonna happen. After maybe during a quiet time when it's just when you're by yourself here in the Institute for the couple days as you guys are still taking some time to recover. You've been cleared for, you've not been cleared for missions yet, but you were cleared from the quarantine. They're like, hey, take like another, 5 or 6 days off and then go back out there. Your mom will come up to you and be like, I am overall impressed, but if you have a problem with me, you bring it up to me. Don't embarrass me like that in front of everyone again.
Can I use my cipher taking stock and ask her straight to her face, did you kill their mother?
What's your cipher taking stock do?
Putting together subtle clues and things you've seen and learned, you can ask the GM one question and get a general answer. The GM assigns a level to that question, so the more obscure the answer, the more difficult the task. General knowledge that you could find looking somewhere other than your current location is level 1, and obscure knowledge of the past is level 7. I have it at level.
Yeah. So that's the level is the level of the cipher, which matters for some ciphers, doesn't matter for others. This one it doesn't matter. This is definitely at level 7. So this is probably, I guess, persuasion. So your intellect pool, because you're asking your mom to be like, hey, give me an answer here, which feels like persuasion
Who'd
to
you
me.
kill?
What level?
What is he?
That's level 7 from your intellect pool. If you're trained in persuasion, you're trained. Otherwise, you're practiced. You can apply for like always.
It's a level 7.
It is. This is an impossible task unless you change the situation, apply some effort.
If I ever wanted a 20, this is the fucking time.
Dude, si se puede. Si se fucking
Gotta
puede.
believe.
17.
Season
Hey, that's pretty
beats-
fucking
that's-
good.
Yeah, that beats
That's
difficulty eight.
good. Let's fucking
Now,
go.
as excited as that is, now just to clarify, by their mom you mean the mother of the
Becky
the
and
Locke
Casey.
family.
Mama
Yeah.
Thompson.
And that's what I'm assuming is the other lady there. Probably Elaine's.
I think she was just
Bren,
the old
who's their
archivist,
mother.
like head.
Yeah. So
Honcho.
she's gonna look at you and say, no, and then walk away, and you know in your heart that is true.
Nail it.
I'm okay with this.
As she's walking away, can I just ask, is this what she wanted?
That's the kind of question that makes hard decisions easier, and I don't think you guys deserve that right now. And then she's gonna leave. Yeah.
We pissed her off. God damn.
Good. This is what I've been waiting for.
This is when we find out at the beginning of next session. We don't remember this whatsoever.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
be
So
wild.
as she walks off, that's probably where the credits start to go. And we're gonna do stars and wishes. Gonna get right into that one because it is already 10, and I don't want to keep you guys too late. I know that technically there's nothing specific anybody's got going on, but for me editing, I don't want to add too much extra time to an episode to edit. So go pull up my pinned links.
This was crazy. I can't.
Pins.
Insane
Our
information.
first failed mission, but we also got so much
Yeah,
information.
It was also like we were so fucked.
for the
We were
audience,
so
Yes.
fucked. There was no way.
this statement has been in my noggin for 4 months. This is one I've been waiting for a long time.
We gotta put a
Like-
gag order on
Cooking.
Kara.
A what?
A gag order on Kara, just not spill the beans randomly.
Yeah, we need to watch Kara at all times.
Because there is a
Listen,
right time
I felt
to,
that
for this
shit
information.
firsthand. I don't know if I want Becky to feel that shit again.
And that was a snippet
Yeah.
of what Becky's gonna feel.
Yeah.
So stars at the end of the session, everyone gives some highlights, moments or techniques that they enjoyed. It could be really flexible, but often include a mixture of appreciation for the GM's prep work, key moments of roleplay from the other players or ways the plot twisted, or memorable scenes and situations. So what do we got?
That was all good. It was also good.
Eh,
That combat was crazy.
yeah.
Man, things went downhill so fast.
Mhm.
Going from like hailed to impaired, immediately fucked.
Yeah.
I want to give my stars to Rayne here for having the planet turn out to be Casey. 'Cause that's fucking
Oh
wild.
God.
Especially earlier on, just being like finding out the information of like Casey being dead to this shit. Like, what the fuck?
And it's been haunting me.
We-
That
we-
note that Bren would have gotten from Casey. It's been haunting me.
Yeah, so in the real world, I am friends with someone who was sending physical rewards out to Bren and Reag, and they asked me, hey, is there anything like spoilery stuff I can put on one of these to freak them out? And I said, hey, say your father's been a terrible house guest, signed Casey, to give to Bren, and that was many months ago now.
Making me imagine
God,
that,
what
like,
does that
Bren's
mean?
dad
What does
kept
it
Casey
mean?
like a little like potted plant right there.
Terrible house guest. Yeah, just holy shit. Mind blown. It's really fun seeing like it connect to like the like characters we've been like characters outside of us but still connected to us cuz oh god, it's all fucking connected.
I'm so glad we got more Becky moments and also pipe murder. That's great. Love pipe murder.
Pipe murder.
Murder.
Love that reference.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like, hey, don't tell Becky everything. Stop telling Becky everything. I think
yeah,
it's really funny.
we for the first time we're like, maybe we should tell Becky things. Maybe we like Becky, and then we find out Becky is only stable because she can't remember.
Yeah.
Looks at the big
Maybe
red
it's better
words.
to
People
forget.
can lie. Don't blindly trust everyone.
Hey, you guys,
We've
followed
learned.
that. You guys, rolled to see if people were lying this session. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
We've learned so many lessons. Like for one, bring more rope.
Yeah. When you go into the big bug place, sometimes the big plant place it's good. It's got hands. It's got hands.
Oh, also, I gotta remove Olivia's handgun. She dropped it. She left it in there. It's gone.
Your dad.
So I'll just remove mine. I think you just fucking took Lucas's.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She's really sad about that. All she's got left now is that rifle that Elaine gave to her. Kinda crazy.
yeah.
Kinda crazy.
Any other stars from anybody?
Just you, dog. You're a fucking
Yeah.
menace. I fucking
Yeah.
hate
Nailed
you. I love you for making me hate you. Like,
Yeah.
that's the best way I can say it. The
Yeah.
god of this world is an evil one, and God, I love it.
He delights in our misery, and it's so fun to dance in the flames.
Okay.
Yeah,
I,
my biggest star is
Go ahead, Bren.
I'm glad that you challenged us for
Mm.
once. And that we really had to leave. Well, we were
Yeah.
challenged in the circus too. That was pretty tough.
Yeah, we've been through challenges, but we've been able. I feel like we've been able to bullshit and roll our way well enough to get through it.
This is the
Not
this
most
time.
overwhelming challenge.
For me, I am impressed that you guys stood up to Elaine, especially Lucas. Him going, "I don't believe you, Mom." I was like, "Yeah, we have spent so long building up that Lucas is scared of his mom," and this is the first time that's like not true. Which we'll do wishes and then we'll do XP because that will tie into. Lucas has definitely learned some experience for that. Wishes. What do we got? Wishes are things can be stuff they weren't too keen on or they'd like to see more of. Requests for more of some things like recurring characters, rules that didn't quite flow or sit right. Sometimes rulings or structure requests. I'd like more plant monsters, less plant monsters, more Kara being gay, less Kara being gay, stuff like that.
Cara, be
I wish
less
more gay.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
gay.
I wish for my gay.
Yeah. I know in your evil little noggin, Casey's gonna come back. Because like Resident Evil, they're not dead. They're coming back. But still, I'm excited to see that confrontation.
God, Olivia's gonna be so hung up on this for so long.
I
That's
might
bad.
have murdered somebody by killing a pod person.
Oh, you
I'm pretty sure
did,
I could have
definitely.
killed somebody as well.
Yeah,
Olivia,
yeah.
God, Olivia believes she killed somebody.
Something
Not intentionally, but she did.
something else to think on, Reg. Hey, there's so many Caseys. There are two Caseys. There's your sister, and now this one.
Yeah.
So
And
many
this
sisters
one,
named
this
Casey.
one is
That's
called
weird.
Aunt Casey. So, yeah.
No, like
any other
not
wishes?
dead.
I wish for more sessions soon, please.
Yeah, you guys get 2 weeks
Okay.
unless we have another scheduling hiccup.
No.
So, yeah. XP. So, baseline, 2 for surviving. Wahoo, you lived.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Let's see. I think you would probably get, even though this is considered your first failure, I think you do get 2 for the information that you did learn about Aunt Casey. I think that's probably worth 2. And that's probably it. That's probably it in terms of experience points. So, Olivia, you do not get 4. You get 2 because of the intrusion. Lucas,
Yeah.
you your growth character arc, I think that's definitely you completed a step today, standing up to your mom, to the point that you're probably hello Neil Breen, that you're probably close to maybe getting to the end of that one. So that's 2 experience points for that. Olivia, I think that moment of a little to the left, I think that's probably 2 experience points for the training arc. I feel like that's worth it.
Really? Hell yeah.
I think so. I mean, technically speaking, with your
think this
assistance, that was the
is-
only reason he made that shot.
Yeah.
So that feels like it's
Yeah,
relevant
that's
to your
true.
training arc that you're going through, based on what you outlined for that arc forever ago.
Yeah, I think.
I was fully expecting to die this episode.
And then Lightning, I think that's also 2 experience points for Lightning because of continuing to push Elaine to learn things, because your character arc is figuring out stuff about the Institute and the thing that killed your parents.
Yippee!
So that's probably 2 experience points for pushing so hard on that. Kara, undo a wrong. Yeah, so the one about your family?
Yeah.
Probably nothing here then. And what about experience points, Rafa?
Are we able to transfer?
When you can give other people XP for rerolls. That's probably the closest to transfer,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gosh darn it! If I had one more, I could level up twice.
Oh.
Next time.
Are you still tier 1, or have you hit
Yeah.
tier 2?
He is
No,
still,
I'm still
tier
tier
1,
one.
but he can now get to tier 2 finally. With the experience points he's
Yes,
gotten
and you
at
should do
this.
that.
I'm actually only going to be using them for more cheerleading skills.
Buddy.
But yeah, you can pick up a new skill that is not a combat one, because I think that says in the book the only ones you can't get are intellect or like defenses or just general attacks. But you could, like, for example, get rid of your inability in heavy weapons. I think that's one that you could. That's a combat skill that you could do. You become practiced in heavy weapons if you plan on using 2-handed weapons more often. Or you could pick up one of the other things, which is, I think, the other category is stuff like better recovery rolls.
How much XP goes towards leveling up one of your things?
4, I
Four.
believe.
4, yeah, 4 experience
4
points
per
for
little slot.
the little check boxes under your
Okay, yeah.
thing. All right, so that's your XP dealt with. Post credit scene. Okay, so let's see. The camera is looking at Elaine, who's walking down the hallway, leaving, and Elaine's turns the corner, and the camera goes to follow her. And when it does turn, it is no longer following Elaine. It is following Ginny. Ginny is in the middle of a conversation with someone as she's walking through what looks like a library, and the camera takes and pans over, and she is conversing with Jonathan, Lucas's little brother.
I knew it. Book club! The book club. She's the book club cult thing. She's totally.
And there's no audio, so you can't hear the conversation that they have until the very end, where she puts on a look of fake surprise and says, "Oh, you mean the manga reader?" And then it fades to black, and the credits roll for real.
She fucking knew!
I'm beefing. I'm just beefing.